Well, it's official. It has begun. We've got good wind, we've got a good sail, and we have 2 sailboats. So you know what that means? It's a race. We're just trying to get above them. Let's see what happens. The only way you can do it is if you got a good captain at the helm.
Heck yeah. It's one thing I can do good is find the wind. I feel like we really caught the wind, and I think we're going around 6 knots, which is about our hull speed. I think it's about, we don't really have any instruments, but what we can tell from our apps is that it's about 12 to 15 right now.
Yeah.
Gusting to maybe 20. There's not a lot of white caps. There's a little.
Well, he's trying to push us up.
He's pitching us, yeah.
See him look back at us like that?
Yeah, he was looking back.
Still holding 6 knots. Nice and calm up here. Part of the bay. 1 tack all the way. You can't beat that, can you? Got another.
Awesome.
What do we think we got? Another
Hour and a half?
probably hour and a half yet.
We anchored out in Little Sturgeon Bay for the night. We held pretty good. Our anchor doesn't always seem to catch right away, so we usually have to throw it in a couple times, but once it does hold, it holds great.
Oh, good morning. We got our first morning ahead of us at anchor, and now it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're hoping to shove off at 5:30, but I woke up to this outside. Beautiful out there. Supposed to get a little breezy today. We're just gonna take it as we go. Hopefully we have a really good day of sailing today and we make it up to Washington Island.
We're going about 30 degrees, and so far everything's going as planned. We're heading to Washington Island, but looks like a rain shower's coming, so from the west we'll have to see. I don't see anything right now though.
Yeah, once it gets here, it's gonna be like an all-day soaker, it looks like.
Yeah, it's gonna be all day.
Where the winds are happening right now, they're Stay like this, we'll have a good sail all the way.
This is perfect. Really cold. Mark and I both have like 3 layers on. I wish I had my winter boots and my hands are freezing. I got my blanket. Oh. Chilly.
What are you doing there?
Stinks so bad.
If we only had smell-o-vision, you could all appreciate it.
We should have totally gone on the leeward side. The zebras were right.
Right, we're on the leeward side. They went on the windward side.
Oh, the windward side, sorry.
And we got all that bird stink and fish stink coming this way right now. It's really priceless. Got Chambers Island out there, our port. Strawberry Island's up ahead. Making good time today. Moments before we run aground.
Don't say that! It's very tricky. There's lots of little hazards in here.
Balmies?
I don't think they're bombies, but it's 2 feet just that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we have good wind, so we can kind of move around a little more. We don't have to be so strict with our heading. I don't think I've ever gotten this close to this island before.
No, I don't think we've ever sailed in this area before.
There's like a catamaran. There's like a sailboat sculpture or something on the. See it?
Yep.
On the shoreline here.
That's an old dock or something, maybe? That's a catamaran upside down or just sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the mast up in the air there. Okay.
Yeah.
There's another one over there too, isn't there?
What's to the right of that? It looks like there's one that's just sitting there on the ground.
Yeah. And way up to the right there's a mast sticking out.
Yep.
Right?
It's 5 over there, like closer. So now we're in 10.
Okay.
So now I'm kind of riding that line.
Look at a little house on the prairie house out there. Winds have really picked up. It's according to Glorious Days wind instruments, 22, 24 knots, gusting to 30 right now. And it's going well. We got the main sail put away, and we've got about half of the jib out. Lori's attempting to make us warm up some Chinese food from last night yet, leftovers. And I am navigating the waves. We got a wild halyard. It's gonna have to stay like that for a while.
sporty out here. It's fun. We got about an hour to get to 45 minutes to get around the island where it's going to calm down. By Washington Island right now. We're staying on the island. You can barely see it. There's that land mass right there. Keep the boat straight.
I like to ride them. I ride them. See how nice that is?
Yeah. Rocking and rolling. Holy crap.
Would it be so bad if they're all going the same way?
Yeah, the waves are heading 2 different directions right now because the wind was coming up the coast of Door County. So of course the waves were behind us, and now we're in death's door, and they're coming howling through there. So now they're all merging and they're all crashing into each other, kind of 2 different directions, which makes it sporty. Glad to get around the other side of Washington Island.
1 hour. I decided to head that one, to cut that one, or quarter it. I think that's almost easier.
Yeah. Forecasters were right about the wind.
Yeah.
They were saying it's going to blow this afternoon. Well, it's a little afternoon. She's blowing. I'm glad we left at 5:30 in the morning, 5:45. Get a head start on this. This is probably the worst we've ever been in now, right? I think there was just that one time on the waypoint.
Yeah, that was a good waypoint, yeah, but this is just weird. Cause oh, here's a big one. Because the waves are going through ways and...
Yeah. There's some big ones out here. See 'em. And you know, it's so windy when the whitecaps, when they crest, the wind blows the water off the top. But it's weird, we only got a little bit of sail out, and this wind is howling. You know, we're not using the wind like you would like it was 10 knots. You use all the wind. Here we're like all the wind's blowing by us, we're using a little bit of it to propel us. It just feels weird, you know, when the wind blowing by and the waves are blowing by you so fast.
Oh, no.
You know.
There was a
When we got to the leeward side of the island, it felt so nice. It gave us a chance to catch our breath, and we put the fenders on because we were almost to the marina.
Thinking fenders too right away, right?
So quiet.
I think I'm gonna get the fenders on.
Okay.
I know we're gonna tie up this side here.
Oh, we are? Okay.
It's the last half hour or so, 45 minutes here, and we decided to take the sails down. It's getting too hard on the nose for the wind. So we're motoring. So hopefully when we get there, we can tie up. And this rain will last forever, but I'm glad it held off as long as it did today.
How was your sail?
Good. Oh, you want me to say more than that? No. No, we were just talking how nice, how it was obviously we're Midwestern sailors, so
Great Lake sailors.
great, but you only get to sail so often, right?
Yeah.
So these experiences are like big to us because we don't sail all the time. And
You're downplaying it though.
but it was like
It was a tough sail.
it was a tough sail. It really, yes, it was a tough sail. But
Well-
it was a good sail because the wind was in the exact right direction,
Yeah,
right?
which is why we went.
And it was very manageable. And just with putting the sails away, we put the main away. We had just a little bit of the jib out,
Mhm.
and that made it so much easier and so manageable. And I even took a nap for a little bit. And
Then things started
things
flying
started-
off the shelf.
Yeah, things started moving around, but started getting back up there.
The cool thing was that we started off motor sailing, then we put the main up. Did that for a while, right? Then we took the head sail out, and we just put a little bit out, which was perfect for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Then we sailed for quite some time, and it was a great sail. And then it started raining. No. Then what? Then we saw fog rolling in.
Fog. We thought it was fog. Yeah, definitely fog came
Yeah.
in.
Oh, the cool thing was that there was a storm coming from the west, and it looked pretty big, but it separated when it got to the bay, so it went to the above us and it went below us.
Yep, we didn't have any of that rain for all day. It was supposed to rain all day long, and it didn't rain
Until the
until,
last
the
hour.
last hour,
Two.
and a half or something, and it was just like cold rain. Kind of sucked.
Yeah, but it could have been colder. I mean, I think it said it's only 70 out. It wasn't nice, but I mean,
I don't think it's 70.
Navionics said 70. I don't know
Okay.
how it knows.
Yeah, I mean, it might be.
I don't know.
Fish Creek right now, currently, we're north of Fish Creek, is, if I can believe this, because I don't think I have reception, it says 60.
Oh my god. Okay, people,
60 degrees.
it's June 28th.
Yeah, 4th of July is around the corner.
It's like, yeah, this is our 4th of July trip, so it's like insane. That's crazy.
But tomorrow it shows 75. But then Sunday 66, Monday 67, Tuesday 69. We don't get
Wow.
75 until Wednesday next week. And then it's back to 69 again. I
So
know.
strange. But then, then we went through the storm. We were getting pretty big waves up to the side of us and the back of us, and that was crazy. That's when Mark went down to take a nap.
Why not?
And then it was really nice. I got some really pretty pictures of going past the amazing bluffs on Washington Island. I think it's sandstone. It's just so cool how it's got the sandstone with the green evergreens and stuff. It's just beautiful.
It's prettier when the sun
And it
is out.
was so quiet. Like, it was peaceful. All of a sudden, the waves stopped. We were on a run. We were going like 3 knots or something like that. It was really, it was a nice.
So I thought, well, let's get the fenders out. Let's get the dock lines on. We got most of it done, and then we started getting we got past that point, and then we went putting the fenders on.
Yeah, and then we had a turn, and then it became a beam reach, and then we were close hauled, and then the wind was just screaming out of Washington Harbor, and Mark and I had enough, and we just said we're putting the sails away. So we motored the rest of the way here, but
we were so close hauled, and we had that little bit of the jib out, and it's like it was just flopping around, and it was just beating us up. So we put it away, and then half hour later we're at the marina here.
Yeah, it wasn't very but overall it was fun. I mean, what a great sense of accomplishment. So our buddy boat said that we don't have any instruments on the boat, by the way. So we called our friends, and they said that what was it? It was 2023 was true.
Yeah, I think so. And then gusting to 30.
Gusting to 30. So we had some good wind. At least we know what this boat can handle, because I wasn't really sure.
22 to 24, gusting to 30. That's what he said.
So if all goes well, we're on our plan is going. Well, we're executing our plan right now, so hopefully.
We got to look at the weather yet.
Yeah.
For tomorrow, we didn't really pay attention to that. It's cocktail hour right now, so we got to take a little bit of a break here. And here, cheers for the big day. Tomorrow's a new day. If we do go across, we're getting up early.
Oh, excuse me.
Pig.
Hey.
But we're getting up early tomorrow if we're going to cross, because it's 13, 14 hours. But I think we're going to skip a day and go on Sunday, truthfully. I think the weather's going to calm down.
I wouldn't be sad if we did that, but I just kind of feel like we're like geared up to go, and I just was like, it would be so good, because that was kind of our plan.
Yeah, because we have slips rented for tomorrow night.
Yeah, but
if we can, we'll go. Oh, we can't. I have no reception. No data available.
AT&T.
How are we going to know?
He must have hit the back stanchion.
What are you doing on our boat?
We got a soupy day, don't we? It's going to be foggy, it's going to be dreary, it's going to be whatever. We're going to put our nose out there and just kind of see what it looks like out there. We're on our way to Beaver Island. That's our plan anyway. It's literally going to be as it goes, because right now, with this, I don't love fog, I don't love the rain, but we're going to go out there and just see how it feels, and if it's not good, we're coming back.
Well, we just left Jackson Harbor. We spent the night there, and we've been kind of debating this morning to go if we're going to go or not. It's super overcast, and I think it's about a half-mile visibility right now. So we are going to peek our heads out, and it doesn't look bad. Hopefully we'll get some internet and we'll be able to figure out exactly what's going on. But we listened to the news radio, and it said like 10 to 14 4-foot waves. That was the northern buoy in Lake Michigan. So that's the one that we will be passing. So that sounds okay. Yesterday we did a lot more than that. So hopefully we're gonna be able to head all the way there. We're gonna stick really close with our sister boat, because we don't want to lose each other in the fog, because we're a little nervous still. So I think once we get like our sea legs and things are good, we'll be fine. But yeah, so far we're super excited, and so far everything's good.
Yep, it's gonna be
a good day.
Found out where the heron hit. Up there, I don't know if you can see his feathers.
Just whacked it up there and landed here.
Can't believe we're actually going. I mean, we might leave, potentially we could leave and come back here because we don't really know what's going on because we don't have any internet. But we're just so excited. This is the furthest we've ever gone, so it should be definitely an experience, especially since, I don't know, what would you say this visibility is?
Oh, we got a half-mile visibility out here right now.
Yeah. Now this is Rock Island, and we just left Jackson Harbor.
The internet in Jackson Harbor was spotty at best, so we didn't have a great weather forecast. Wasn't real keen into going into Lake Michigan with all this fog. We were definitely hoping it was going to lift soon.
So we decided we want to stay very close together today until the fog rises, so no hide and seeking.
Obviously, we can never predict the weather far out. We try to make plans, and we try to do the best we can to follow through with those plans. So we got about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Rock Island, and stopped. The last weather forecast we got, it looked like it was just not going to be a great day later on, and really howling, really blowing hard out there at Beaver Island, and the waves were actually coming from our beam, and they're rolling out here pretty hard. So we made a call just now to each other, and we're gonna abandon going to Beaver Island, and we're heading back to Washington Island right now for the night. We'll take a look at the rest of the week and see if there's another opportunity to get across. But every day now is going to get a little slimmer and slimmer of actually getting there, so we're doing our best.
Mark's very disappointed. He's sad. We all are. But I think it's the best. Our boat is just getting really pushed around, and I can't even imagine what it would be like if the waves were double what they are right now. So we all think it's the right call.
Yeah, definitely the right call. We sailed past the boathouse on Rock Island on the way back to Jackson Harbor. And it was great because Pam was able to get us our old slips back. Once we got there, we had a picnic, cruiser style. My favorite cruising appetizer thingamajig. What you got there, Mike?
Four roses snack. A snack.
You just gonna have one of those?
Well, it said party tray. It's a party.
It turned out to be a beautiful day. We hopped on our bikes, went to town, got some supplies, maybe had a drink or two at the Bitters Bar.
Good morning. It's a gorgeous day today. We finally have a great weather opportunity to get out of here. We're not going to be doing any sailing today, I don't think. Winds are going to be pretty much maybe 5 knots. So here's our opportunity now to get to Beaver Island.
One thing to note when you're coming into Jackson Harbor is you have to pay close attention to the markers. It can get real shallow in a hurry. But boy, what a difference a couple days make. The difference between that foggy, rainy day to what we have right now, just beautiful. Well, one thing we do as sailors is we learn to pivot. And what that meaning is we checked with Beaver Island, and unfortunately there is no slips available for the duration of our stay that we need to stay there. So we obviously cannot go to Beaver Island on this week. So we are completely bummed. However, like we do, we pivot, and now we're heading over to Escanaba. So we still got a week of sailing ahead of us, and it's been a gorgeous day here today. The winds are kind of light right now. They're picking up a little bit, so we got the Genoa out, and we're cruising here at about 3 knots, and we got about 2 hours before we get to Escanaba. Motoring along, we happened to look down and notice the engine was running hot, and it wasn't coming down. So shut the engine off, went down below, pulled a sea strainer. Sure enough, found a salad. Throw it, don't throw it.
I'm not gonna throw it.
Got it. that might be something, Mike.
And if, yeah, that's thinner. I got another one like it that's a couple more, but they're thicker.
The sea strainer down there, so it's working its way loose. So I'm gonna run that tube that Mike just gave us down in there now and see. You want to dump that out?
Yep.
Didn't see much in there this time. Just gonna dump it overboard and see what's inside the hole where it attaches. The weeds were actually jammed in the inlet tube coming into the sea strainer. So we were trying to figure out how we're going to get that out. Lori actually came up with a solution with a spray bottle hose from inside the spray bottle. We could fit that down in there and push the weeds back out into the water. So cleaned it all out. It took 2 attempts, and now she was running cool. We really enjoyed our stay at Escanaba. We pulled in tight to the dock, and next thing you know, we had a friend come over and we talked for a while. We ended up going to town, getting some dinner at Moe's, got our laundry done. Just a nice stop.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It really does help us out. And thank you to everybody who's been sharing, commenting, and watching this season.
We are en route to Cedar River. We left Escanaba this morning. Currently motoring. The wind is on our nose pretty much, but we're kind of heading out into the bay a ways out so that we can turn back into shore and set sails for a while. But we've been watching this ship coming in for a while. Laura, I was down making breakfast. I came up and Lori says, "Look at that." And I'm sure it's a cargo ship of some sort, but it sure looks like a cruise ship. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I'll see if it shows up with the camera. Whatever it is, it's a big ship. So, beautiful day. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe 70 degrees. And I think high, well, it might not be 70. I think the high today is going to be like 73 or 75, somewhere in there. Pretty relaxing last few days. Not much really to report on. Escanaba was nice. Weathered out the wind and some rain there. And now we got a gorgeous day for traveling today. I think through the rest of the weekend, or the week and the weekend, it's going to be pretty nice. We'll have some wind. So, yeah, see how she goes. Actually, it is a cruise ship. It's the Pearl Mist cruise ship, and it's doing a 15-day cruise throughout the Great Lakes. And it's going to be up in Ontario, Canada, Niagara, and a couple other places. And they're going to be going into Escanaba today at 11 o'clock, and apparently there's going to be the local band is going to be playing patriotic music and welcoming the cruisers. And they're going to stay all day, and they're departing at 7 p.m. tonight. So amazing what the internet will show us if we dig it a little deeper. But yeah, that's actually a cruise ship here on the Great Lakes. Gotta love that, and we got to see it.
As much as I can.
Think about the blocks.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'll tack back and forth a little while.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I think Mike's gonna want to just get there, but
Okay.
we're on a sailing trip, so we might as well sail.
Speed?
5 knots. 4.5 now.
Oh, I see a sail cover getting, or a sail getting position.
Oh. That surprises me.
Right?
It is, yep. Do we put squeaky on?
That autopilot? Try it.
You think it'll hold?
Try them. Slowed down to 1.9, but the wind shifted a little bit.
In our favor?
No. So I had to turn downwind a little bit here. We'll see what happens. It's picking up again. But now we're not going anywhere near our destination.
Maybe it'll change again. Right now we're headed to Nicolet Bay. We're gonna anchor out for the night. We know that there's going to be a ton of people there, so we're thinking we're gonna raft up when we get there, and then we'll reset for the night and make the best of it. But the bay is so quiet right now compared to yesterday. It's amazing how from day to day it changes. Looking for my sunglasses. So we left Cedar River, had a good night's sleep, great steak dinner.
Coupled with a few mosquitoes.
Oh gosh, there was lots of mosquitoes.
Good dinner. We had to eat it fast and just get
Yeah.
out of there. They're swarming us. But yeah, a little bonfire with some fellow boaters, some local boaters that were there. We met last night. So we had that for a while, and then yeah, we got up this morning. And just a real lazy day, and now we're cutting across the bay slowly.
It's kind of nice. It's nice to have a quiet day like this. This morning when we woke up, it was sunny, it was breezy, and we were like, oh, this is going to be such a great, finally a nice sunny sail. And then we get out here and of course it's overcast.
Kind of a pattern, huh?
Yeah. It's like hazy though. I wonder if it has anything to do with wildfires again.
I don't think it does.
It's so crazy.
Didn't catch any fish. We just drifted around in Horseshoe Reef at between 7 and 22 feet of water. Just caught a few goby bites. That's about it. But we're gonna head over into Nicolet Bay now. It's right in front of us. Looks so close, but we're actually 38 minutes away yet.
Right there.
Yep, and it's like, oh, it's so bad. Right? Right now it's pretty bad.
Is it cold?
No. No, it's not cold.
Just poked my head out this morning at our anchorage and see what the weather feels like. And of course we get one really nice day and then we get a really chilly day with a little bit of a breeze here, which we knew was going to happen. We're not really protected that well in here from a northeast wind, so here's what we got. Not terrible, but enough where the pots and pans fell off the we washed dishes last night and left them on the counter. They all fell on the floor this morning.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm just kind of trying to match the same speed of the waves, so we're kind of going with them instead of them having them push us around. It seems to be pretty flat. The only tricky part is that we don't really have any way of knowing like where to go, and so just trying to eyeball navigate, you know, with the buoys that are marking things and trying to figure out where to go with all the islands and things. I know there's little bommies in here.
Bommies?
Bommies. I see
a buoy up there. I'm not sure what that is. The entrance.
Yeah, I see that now. You want me to check that stuff out? Or can you get to it?
I'm looking. I think we're on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's obviously some rain. We knew that was happening today. We saw about 2 or 3 lightning bolts now so far. Not loving that so much. But if we're in Anchorage, in Nicolet Bay, or we're in the bay sailing, it's the same risk. So we're going to keep on course to get to Menominee. Just accidentally jibed.
Why are we out here? It's raining, it's pouring, it's lightning. But Menominee is about 2 hours away, so we're making a run for it. But man, is it ever downpouring right now. It's those big, fat, pelty raindrops.
We're gonna zip up.
But the rain finally stopped, but the waves just are going every which way.
Nothing really scary or bad or nothing, just all over the place.
There's Green Island, and Menominee is just up there. Decided to turn the motor off and see if we could sail for a little bit. We're not really sure how fast we're going, but Mark thinks about 4 knots.
Feels like it.
It is a lot bumpier, but we are getting nice and close to shore, so it's good to see. I think the clouds are beginning to lift, and we can actually see the land now, so reassuring.
Feels so much better in the rain.
Yeah.
So much better out here.
I actually think that the wind might have calmed down a little bit too. It doesn't feel as windy, does it? The waves definitely aren't as big. I should knock on wood. We got all settled in at the marina, and then we headed into town for dinner. One of the restaurants we enjoy going to is Murray's Irish Pub. They have good food and good beer. We had our bikes along with us so we could explore Beaver Island, but since we didn't make it there, the next day we pulled the bikes off so we could explore Menominee. We found a winery on our bike ride.
And we got a nice little clipboard of different flavors, and we have sweet and dry and different types of stuff. So I got the sweet, Mike got sweet. I think you got the fruity one, and you've got a dry selection. So I'm sure we'll go home with a bottle or two.
I'm sure.
It's
It's a Yooper winery, and Mike tried his wine very, what would you say? Very delicately, a little sip out of each one. We got these flights here, so mine are all empty. Okay, and everybody else is empty. But Mike was sipping and sharing, and he's got a few left here. And he's gonna shoot them now. One after the other. Go! There! Now which one's your favorite?
6.
You knew that right just like that?
Just like that.
Wow, you're a wine connoisseur.
So I'm thinking if we go out the driveway and we can take a right, and then we can go down this road, and I'll have all the directions.
Oh, that is so nice, isn't it?
And then we can go down the road and look at all the trees and things.
And
And
the
then we'll
lake.
turn on this other road and go down a little ways. And we'll stop at the stop signs along the way, just because it's probably the right thing to do. And then we can go, and there is the park.
Time to put our main on. Yet again, another day of motoring. Excited to be the waypoint tonight.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Their service is so much better than it was. At least it was the last time we were there. But
It's the most fun place with the lousiest service, typically.
that could be their slogan.
What? Last night of our 10-day, 11-day trip, whatever it's been now. And tomorrow we're heading back to Windjammers. And I gotta say, it's probably one of the most coldest, windiest, rainiest, most miserable weather we've had over 4th of July week.
Yeah. I didn't wear any of my summer clothes. Like all of my winter clothes are dirty. And I thought we would have a good mix just from the weather, but yeah, I totally agree.
But you can't predict the weather. I think you can. July you should be pretty safe, but not this year. All the rain we've been having. Still good though. Still got some really good sailing in. It was some pretty rough sailing. But we got some good. Thursday night and Friday were some pretty amazing sailing days. Even though it was miserable at the same time. But we got to experience some good waves, good wind. We're actually sitting on the dock tonight. We're gonna watch some fireworks over at Waypoint Marina, and we just had dinner. Really a nice little breeze out there. It's cool. It's nice sitting, so should be a good night. All right. Anyway, everybody's having a great 4th of July. Walking like this, cane and all old. And he's like, I don't say he sees the Great America. He's like, and he's on the roller coaster. Ah, he's having fun. Then he's back on the bus. That's a great roller. You should look it up.